Hi guys, I am comedian Haley Boyle, and I'm feeling really proud of myself right now. I had a pretty exhausting day. Um, well, as you guys know, I did text my big ex, and I have no concept of time, like yesterday, the day before, and I managed to not let it become a huge fucking crisis for me, which is awesome and new. But then he kind of did the thing that he always does where he kind of tests the waters and wants to be like casual pals and see how it goes and chat and chat. But here's the thing, that doesn't go good for me, okay? Because that's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I want. If anything, it just makes me feel small and diminished. And he also has a tendency to, say things, make statements like he's some sort of oracle of feelings and I don't really know what I want or what I need and whatever. Just a bunch of bullshit, basically. And I realized that I'm wasting even more time, right? And why am I wasting time? It's not because I think we're going to live happily ever after together. It's because I've invested so much already that I don't want to let it go. Plus, I do genuinely love him and I miss him. But he's not good for me. He's not healthy for me. He doesn't, support the parts of me that I actually like, and he doesn't accept the parts of me that I don't. And all that stuff, he just isn't right for me on any level. But the reason this is significant is because this goes along with a very important DPT skill, and that is radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is basically saying it is what it is, and yeah, it's gonna suck, but we're just gonna have to go through it. So, the fact of the matter is he's not gonna come around, we're not gonna live happily ever after, and I'm not gonna have some revelation where I'm like, wow, it was all worth it because I learned so much. I mean, yeah, I learned a lot. But you know what else I did? I wasted a lot of fucking time. I blew a lot of opportunities. I made myself fucking miserable. I missed out on enjoying a lot of experiences because I was so fucking unhappy. I allowed birthdays and special occasions to be ruined. I blew it. I fucking wasted 2 years of my life. I lost so much joy trying to hang on to him, trying to love him hard enough to inspire him to want to heal with me, you know? The fact of the matter is, he's never going to do it. He doesn't even see his problem. And nor does he see or value me. He doesn't appreciate what a fucking badass I am. He's intimidated by it. He tries to shut me down and make me small because it makes him feel small to even be around me. Forget letting himself be loved by me. He can't fucking handle it. So I have to just accept that I fucking wasted a bunch of time and blew a lot of fucking opportunities and ruined a lot of stuff that could have been a lot of fun because I was focused on picking up crumbs because I was so fucking hungry and starved that it never occurred to me that I'm entitled to my very own slice of cake. And that, more importantly, I can bake my own fucking cake. So yeah, am I lonesome? Yeah, of course, I'm on fucking lockdown and I'm horny. I need fucking sex. But what I don't need is to bring back into my life somebody that has never ever been good for me. He's never pushed me forward. He's never made me more confident. He's never made me feel good about myself. He's never made me feel more capable or anything like that. So, he did manage to give me 2 compliments, which like puts his lifetime total up to like 6. So, yeah, it sucks, but I think, it's just going to take a little time to hold that snapshot. Been I just started EMDR. I haven't actually done it yet, but my therapist, who did not go to Korea and totally survived, and we had a session today, and I'm so glad because I really like her. Um, she mentioned this concept of a snapshot to me, and my brain kind of ran with that, and that's sort of how I got out of the abandonment issues. Which also reminds me that I did check to see if my son's father is alive. He did not respond, but I'm not fucked up by it. I don't feel like abandoned. I just feel pity for him that he's too fucked up, to even just be normal. Anyway, so I do have a snapshot help me deal with the abandonment issues because when she said snapshot, it made me realize what the memory was that comes over me when I'm having abandonment issues. And now I'm using that concept of a snapshot to sort of like, okay, for example, when I start to long for like the fantasy I created in my head of what my son's father could be or is or whatever, the snapshot that I'm calling on is this time where I had gone to Hoots Roller Bar in Winston, and it was early, and it was just my friend, well, Anthony at the time, and Amy, And I told them, I was like, it was early in the relationship when we were still happy, things were still good. And I told them, I was like, he does this thing where he tickles me, even though I told him I don't like it, I don't want him to. And he thinks it's so funny to watch me struggle. And I just don't think he respects me. And that's the snapshot is us standing there at the bar because it's a reminder that I fucking knew. I just wanted it so bad that I went along with it anyway. And now I believe my snapshot for my big ex will be that, moments after saying how he supports me in my recovery, he put me down and then said something about me needing to have the last word. So I just didn't answer at all, and I'm never going to. I'm not going to let him win. I don't even want to be in a power struggle. I want it to be a team. He wants to hold me down. It ain't going to happen, bud. So, goodbye, dumbass. I will miss you, and I do love you. But, come on, man. I don't even want what you're fucking selling. And I have an inkling that you think you're going to be able to come back in when I become somebody who's a little easier for you to handle, not so difficult. But newsflash, when I'm done healing, you're not going to be able to manipulate me anymore. And I'm going to see how pathetic you actually are. So I'm not going to want you anymore. So I'm just going to keep going. And I'm not going to let any of this stop me from being open to somebody who actually is right for me. So come and get it, motherfuckers. Bitch is lonely. Okay, bye.